This is the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, where each week this brother-sister duo gets together to discuss the box office, latest film and TV scoops, our latest movie or show review, and what we're getting into next. We're your hosts,
Cheryl
and Jay.
All right, this week we did a throwback because Frankenstein is not in the theater we wanted to see, and there was nothing else out. I don't think anything else even came out.
Begonia.
Yeah, I read a spoiler for it.
We didn't want to go see Begonia.
But we did not want to go see it. I was interested in the ending more than the destination, so no.
Yeah.
So we did a throwback. We did Predators, which came out in 2010 as a precursor to Predators Badlands, which we will be watching next week. And we're going to see that in Dover. So we're very excited. All right, so I am on deck for trivia. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so Danny Trejo, who everybody knows at this point, plays a character called Cuchillo. I think I'm saying it right. And it's in Spanish, obviously.
Okay.
It is Spanish for an item in particular. Now, I know you don't know Spanish super well, but you have to guess what it is in Spanish. But I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
He plays characters with the same type of name in other movies. Danny Trejo does. Can you guess what Cuchillo means in Spanish?
He plays a character with what? What was it?
I butchered this real bad. So, Cuchillo is Spanish for something.
Right.
This something, he plays a character in different movies with the same similar name as what this is in Spanish.
Knives?
Gosh, dang it, yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
It's Spanish for knife.
Because I was thinking he always does have knives.
Yes. So many of his characters.
Machete, Desperado.
Machete. He was Machete and Spy Kids. Spy Kids 2 and Spy Kids 3.
Okay.
He was obviously a character, Machete, in the movie Machete. He was also Razor Charlie and Razor Eddie From Dusk Till Dawn. And Dusk Till Dawn
Bartender.
2. And he was Navijas, which is Spanish for blades in Desperado.
Okay, yeah. I knew Desperado had something to do with it.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's got Danny Trejo has been in a gazillion things.
I learned a word.
And you've learned some Spanish.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of characters who have the name of knives or knives in it.
He didn't have knives in Anaconda.
Okay.
When he was in the opening sequence, he shot himself with the gun.
Okay.
Because the snake was coming.
He changed it up on himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, he often don't. He was also in Heat. He did not die by. He got tortured.
He usually dies.
I was gonna say he has a knack for dying.
Yeah.
In movies, like you see Danny Trejo, don't think he about to live.
No,
because
he's gonna be entertaining.
He is, and he gonna make his mark on the movie. But he not living.
No.
He not living. But I think he's probably okay with that at this point. His filmography is long.
Very, yeah.
As heck. So, yes, that is it for this week's trivia.
All right, well, let's get into the rest of the episode.
Welcome to the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, your favorite podcast for movie and TV show news, trailers, and vaguely nerdy topics.
Each week, we dive into the latest film release, talk about the plot, characters, our favorite scenes, and give our rating out of 5 Nicole Kidmans.
Whether you're a casual moviegoer or a hardcore cinephile, we've got something for you. Reviews, news, hot takes, and a few surprises along the way.
So grab your popcorn, open your favorite podcast app or YouTube, and let's roll the reel on this week's latest episode of the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
Y'all, it's been another quiet week. Like crickets.
Tumbleweeds
rolling. I think we all ramping up for the end of the year. Once November hits, it's about to be movie after movie after movie after movie. Wicked is coming.
Yep.
Zootopia is coming.
Yep.
Avatar is coming.
Yeah.
What else do we got on the list? Anaconda's coming.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, it's quiet for now, but the box office is also kind of quiet. Unfortunately, numbers is down, but we do have a couple bits of news as always. So let's start off at the top. More spooky news because it's spooky news season.
Yeah.
The Conjuring prequel movie is in the works. Now, previously we talked about a Conjuring sequel or series.
Yeah.
And I think it's a sequel series or a prequel series.
They haven't said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is a series in the work, but they have officially greenlit a prequel movie. So this will be from a short film director, Roderick Hart.
Okay.
And then the writers are actually going to be people who've already worked on the franchise, Richard Yang and Ian Goldberg, who wrote 2 Conjuring films and The Nun, which is also part of The Conjuring.
Okay.
Oh, and they also wrote the last one, The Last Rites. So I don't know how you feel about that because you didn't particularly like The Last Rites. Yeah. So, but they back.
The best Conjuring film is the first one.
Okay. Well, they worked on the first two.
Yeah.
So this next chapter is expected to go back to the beginning, obviously prequel, and focus on the early years of the Warrens. That's their names, right?
That makes sense because in The Last Rites, it starts off with
them young.
Yeah.
Oh.
The sequence of them young, because it's about, the whole movie ends up being about something that they experienced when they were young.
Oh, coming back.
Ghost hunters coming back to them now that they're older.
Is that why in the trailer the ghost was like, "We've been waiting for you"?
Yeah, because this ghost is something that they encountered when she was pregnant, and then they turned around and ran away from. And then came back full circle.
Okay, so that makes sense. Now, The Conjuring has made The Last Rites is like making gangbusters.
Yeah, nobody expected it to make money.
I mean, it's making more than any other Conjuring movie. So there was no way they were not. Everybody's like, "Oh, this the last one. This the last one." And I kept telling Jay, "No, it's not."
No.
Listen, the studio is like ching, ching, ching. So instead of so they can't say they went back on their word and said, "Oh, we said this was the last one. We'll do a prequel and cheat and recast them as younger people."
Yeah.
Right?
Makes sense.
They would go back to. Unless they like,
I mean, because that means Patrick Stewart and Vera Farmiga aren't coming back. Which
Probably
not.
Saying,
which means that
they told the truth.
Lie,
they'll come back in the extra credits scene.
And Lorraine, but yeah, and the sequence in the open Last Rites, they were adults and she was pregnant.
Okay,
so they had been doing it for a while.
So this is probably going to be before she even gets pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay.
When they met or whatever.
That makes sense. This is how you don't cheat when you say you're ending a franchise. You're starting anew. But anyway, this is no surprise because The Conjuring's made so much money. But overall, the Conjuring universe, which includes The Nun and what else? Annabelle?
The Nun, Annabelle,
and there's like a
Curse of La Llorona.
I was about to say there's like a Hispanic one or something in there, right?
I think that's it. There's just so many sequels.
There's like 9 movies altogether.
There's a lot of them.
But it's the highest grossing horror franchise in history.
That makes sense.
$2.7 billion.
I mean, they're scary films.
Yeah, and they're popular.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And they have the whole, loosely based on true events type of thing.
That always gets people. Like, oh, this is true? Well, like 2 minutes of it.
Right.
The rest of it, they made up for dramatic effect. So I'm not surprised. Jay will be watching this. Maybe I will not be watching this.
If it's good.
That last one you was like.
The movies have all been diminishing returns ever since that first one.
They're going back to the basics.
Hopefully.
Maybe. It's funny when they do prequel movies like after they've done like 10 other movies.
Yeah.
So you wonder if they're actually going to go back to the basics or they're going to try some new stuff, even though it's a prequel.
Maybe they need to just stick to the series. Maybe because the Ed and Lorraine Warren house has all of the artifacts from all of the different investigations. Right. Maybe they just need to do a series that focuses on that. Welcome to Derry is doing very good.
Welcome to Derry is doing very good. And that's also a prequel series.
And people are appreciating that more than they did that last movie. So,
oh really? People didn't like it that much.
They didn't know that grown up the It Part 2s never do good. The throwback It Part 2 wasn't well received, and neither was the modern one. So
oh really?
It doesn't work with adults correctly.
I can see that.
Scary.
I can see that. Now, this is aside. I saw that the reception to the first 2 episodes of Welcome to Derry have been really good.
Yeah.
I almost wanted to watch it, and then I saw an ad for. I guess it was the series in general with Pennywise. Like
he has like commercials and stuff.
Tweaking down like a hallway, and I said, absolutely not. Yeah. I'm done. Like he was Pennywise. If he's standing still, he doesn't really bother me that much. Even a balloon and look like he's scary looking, but it's not too bad. But he was literally walking like a tweaking ghost. I said, nope.
Pennywise is an alien, but he presents like a ghost.
No, this was a zombie twitching. I was like, oh no, I can't see it. And apparently the first episode, I read about the first episode because people were talking about it so bad. Not bad, so much. The opening and the closing are very like, shocking. Oh my God, very shocking. And I read it and I was like, okay, I can see how it works. And it sounds good, but
too scary. You got to be able to sleep at night.
Yeah, even the commercial I saw, I was like, I think I'm gonna have a dream about this.
Yeah.
So yeah, no Conjuring, no It's for me, but I'm not surprised they are keeping these going because they making money and or getting well received.
Yeah.
Or both. All right. And that is it for our news.
All right. Let's roll into the trailer park.
Beep, beep. Now, this is a big old beep, beep right here.
Yeah, this is a good beep, beep.
It is.
So, we have one car in the trailer park.
Just
it
one.
is dead, but it is an interesting car.
It is a large car, though. It's more like a double wide 18-wheeler trailer that's taking up all the capacity.
So, only stop in the trailer park is for Scream 7. This comes out. This comes out February 27th, 2026, right at the cusp of the end of February.
Literally at the end of February.
And it is going to star the return of Neve Campbell as Sidney Prescott. They are pivoting away from the Carpenter Sisters storyline because they botched it. Not the storyline, but the production studio behind the scenes.
Yeah, and I will say, I will always wonder, what if?
Oh, yeah, it would have been great.
I always wonder what if.
It would have been great. Like the Carpenter Sisters and Sidney Prescott, her daughter, would have been much better than just Sidney Prescott, her daughter, by themselves.
Yeah, but we never getting it.
No, we're never getting it.
We're done. Fan fiction, somebody can write for us, though.
Anyway, Scream 7 comes out in February. It stars the return of Neve Campbell as Sidney Prescott. What is it going to be about? So this movie, which we've talked about a couple times on the episode, this kind of confirmed some rumors.
Okay.
So this is going to be about Sidney Prescott and a daughter that she has, high school age daughter.
That we've never met before. That was not in the stroller in Scream 5. So I think we're just completely ignoring that sequence of Scream 5. We do have to take into account that when they fired Melissa, they had to restart. They had plans, but they had to redo everything.
Yeah.
Like, this is a whole new plot. Yeah. So I expect some in this script. Yeah. But go ahead.
Basically, we're in an alternate universe.
We are.
Multiverse. The Scream multiverse.
We are not on Earth 616.
So in this universe, Wanda has a different set of children.
Just one kid.
Daughter, right. So Ghostface is stalking Sidney Prescott's and her daughter in a new town that they've moved to, which is oddly very similar to looking to Woodsboro.
Of course.
And
just like home.
We don't know a motive yet. The trailer is definitely the length of a trailer, but it more so feels like a teaser because we know so much about this movie, and we know so many people who are going to be in this movie who were not present in this trailer.
No.
And I watched it a couple times, and what the trailer shows. So going over the trailer opens up with a look at the iconic Scream opening sequence.
Yeah, and I guess it's the opening kill.
Yeah, so
they usually hide until the movie.
So it looks like Amber's house. Amber and her family have moved out, and the house is now an Airbnb. Amber was a killer in Scream 5.
Okay.
Amber and Dennis Quaid. They turned Stu Macher's house into an Airbnb now for people and content creators to come visit and experience. Yeah, and they do that to they're doing that to a lot of like movie sets now.
Yes, if you go on Airbnb now, you just don't book a house, you can book experiences. And then some studios have turned, like there was an X-Men house.
The Warren house. From The Conjuring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. The Barbie house, I think. The Netflix is doing it with their houses.
Yes, Netflix build houses in different places. You can like have fun in it.
So very meta. The Stab universe is turned Stu Macher's house into an Airbnb. We're getting a sequence where it looks like some content creators going to visit the house. They're taking pictures. I thought the Ghostface animatronic was cool.
I thought it was real. I thought that was going to be Ghostface.
That would have been a good
acting
twist.
Like an animatronic. But no.
People were like, that looks goofy. Universal Studios is mostly like animatronics.
The person's supposed to know it's an animatronic.
Yeah, it's supposed to be immersion. So I like the animatronic was cool.
Yeah.
Then we get a scene of Ghostface actually killing the content creators. I thought that sequence was interesting.
It was
chopped up. Because I don't know how she ended up back downstairs.
She like fell. I was like, girl, your leg's not gone. Whatever.
The Ghostface,
I'm going with it.
Ghostface snuck in while they were upstairs. I don't know how she ended up back downstairs, running back upstairs to fight him over the balcony.
Yeah, and then she's like trying to use her legs on the balcony.
See to her in the chandelier.
Right, because she's trying to keep from falling down to the bottom because that's where Ghostface is.
And I thought the scene of him turning around and not being actually knocked out so she falls in the knife was interesting.
Yeah, but he should have also probably been dead.
He should have been dead.
Yeah.
There's a lot of...
body fell on you, sir. We'll
talk about the invincibility the Ghostface costume gives you later.
Okay.
But the rest of the trailer just shows clips of Sydney, older, living in a town that looks exactly like Woodsboro. She has a daughter. She's got a daughter. She's got identical friends.
Yeah.
That looks like the same type of friends Sydney had when she was in high school.
Of course.
Her daughter's name is Tatum, which I thought was nice. Tatum was Rose McGowan, Sydney's best friend, who died in the garage.
Okay.
And Dewey's younger sister.
Yeah. Oh, that was nice.
I thought that was nice.
Okay.
So she's got a younger daughter named Tatum. Tatum's got a group of friends. The Ghostface is threatening to kill Sydney and her daughter, but we don't know why.
It seems like he's specifically going for the daughter first so that Sydney can like experience her daughter dying.
And Scream trailers can be very misleading. Sometimes the audio in the trailer don't even be in the movie, but
that's typical.
In the trailer, the Ghostface said, you found yourself a quiet little town just like the one we grew up in, so kind of like hinting maybe this killer's from Woodsboro.
It has to be, because who else?
I mean, who else from Woodsboro
I hope it's
alive that they are drawing?
But I hope it's not something like, I've been following you all my life through the news and now I got to kill it.
I hope it's not somebody from Scream 1 that's like, okay, so you waited this long.
Lurking around.
Yeah.
Okay,
you waited this long and then let the focus pivot.
Fair enough.
To other people.
Yeah.
Before you came around.
I'm prepping myself to be underwhelmed by the killer.
I said from the very beginning, it's Scream 5 is Scream 1 because it took back to Woodsboro. Scream 6 is Scream 2 because they went to college and left Woodsboro.
They sure did. Went to New York.
Yep. And I said Scream 7 is going to feel like Scream 3, where they went too campy and it was about making a movie in Hollywood.
But nobody likes Scream 3.
Nobody likes Scream 3, but that seems like to be the reception people gave this trailer.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like tone-wise, this movie's not going to feel as serious and great as the last two.
No. I because we're not getting a movie we're supposed to.
No, yeah.
And they had
getting something that was reworked.
Well, not just literally from the ground up. Had to be rebuilt because it's just totally different. So
it wasn't even thought of originally.
It's kind of like House of Cards, right? Like I'm sure that last couple seasons that I did not watch were not what was intended. So it just felt like this is off because I know this is not what I'm supposed to be getting. Yeah. So we'll see.
So the movie also starred McKenna Grace from Ghostbusters. She plays one of Tatum's friends.
She's also from Twisters.
Briefly. Also played the Judy in The Conjuring. Well, Annabelle Comes Home.
Oh, okay.
So she played
She be kind of everywhere.
I didn't realize she was in so many horror specific films, but yeah. So McKenna Grace plays one of her friends alongside Celeste O'Connor,
who was in briefly.
Yes.
She was briefly in that trailer.
Yes.
She was in like the background.
She was like 2 sequences in the trailer.
Yeah.
Also is going to star the return of Courtney Cox as Gail Weathers.
We saw her.
Mason Gooding and Jasmine Savoy Brown as the Meeks twins.
I forgot they were back for this.
Yeah. So they're back as the Meek twins.
They don't all even live in the same place.
In the trailer and in some of the rumors that I read, it says that they came to town with Gail. And somebody said that maybe Chad is Gail's new like traveling cameraman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I don't know, but for
I'll
some
let
reason,
them stitch that together.
For some reason, they're here. It also stars Joel McHale, which we saw twice in the trailer.
That's the husband,
right? I'm not sure. It looks like he got killed in the trailer, but I'm not sure. I won't buy.
Okay. Yeah, we're not feeling Joe McHale.
He's supposed to be playing her cop husband, Mark Evans, not Mark Kincaid, who
not Mr. McDreamy
from Scream 3.
They tried to convince us that's what her husband. Whatever.
Anna Camp from Pitch Perfect, who was not in the trailer at all. Mark Consuelos was not in the trailer. No. Ethan Embry was not in the trailer.
Who's Ethan Embry?
Ethan Embry is you haven't seen anything, but he's an actor who's been some stuff. Timothy Simmons, who's in Veep.
Okay.
And The Handmaid's Tale was not in the trailer. He's in this as well.
It's a lot of people. They just repeat the same people in the trailer.
Asa Germain, who is supposed to play her boyfriend, her daughter's boyfriend that she's suspicious of, was not in the trailer at all. So there's a lot. And also, if you watch the trailer, Sydney's in the same sweatshirt for most of it.
Yes, so it's like the same night or whatever.
The first call. There's a home invasion that we see her have to fight Ghostface off with her daughter. They have a panic room sequence. I thought that was cool.
That was a pretty good scene.
It looks like there's a murder that happens either across the street from her house or across the street from her coffee shop that she owns because she's in the same sweater there.
Or it's her favorite sweater.
She's in the same sweater when Gail shows up saying, let's unmask him.
She's also in the same sweater where it sounds like she's trying to talk her daughter through Ghostface being in the house.
Or these sequences aren't even in the movie.
Also true. They could be marbling us.
Yeah.
That happens quite often.
Yeah. That happens quite often. I thought the trailer was fun. Oh, and we also didn't see Mark Consuelos. But you said that he's the killer. Oh, yeah.
You said that. Yeah. I think he's the killer.
Yeah.
He just seemed like, sure, add Mark as the killer.
Outside of them, also is going to restart the return of every Ghostface who has died, male at least. They've confirmed Matthew Lillard, Scott Foley.
Dewey's back.
David Arquette is back.
He's not a killer, but he's back.
He's back somehow, but he's not in the trailers.
Child, this movie gonna have to be 4 hours for it to make sense.
Skeet Ulrich is back as well, and Roger L. Jackson, who's always the voice of Ghostface.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The trailer seemed fine to me. I didn't have any nitpicks about it.
It looks like it's going to have a lot of
stuff.
A lot of fun chase sequences and a lot of tension.
I just hope it's not too much stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to overcompensate by the fact that people are going to be like, because they have some type. They have feelings about how the other movie ended. Or how this movie came about.
I'm glad it seems like Sydney and her daughter aren't going to be at odds.
It seems like it.
It seems like it.
It seems like her daughter knows what her mom went through and why her mom the way that she is.
It seems like her daughter's taking it seriously.
Yes.
In the trailer.
We'll see.
Do you have killer predictions? I mean, this is trailer 1. You already said Mark Consuelos. I
think we ain't even seen Mark. No. I think it's Mark. Because there's always 2 killers. But one of them Mark.
I think it's interesting that all the dead ghost faces are men.
Oh, maybe homegirl. Maybe they tried to get the girl. And she was just like, y'all ain't cut me a big enough chick.
And if you're wondering why the dead ghost faces are going to be in here, we don't know for sure. There's been speculation that some of the calls, they didn't show it in the trailer, but some of the calls are going to be deep fake.
I can see that.
Deep fake messages.
I feel like that's the only way you cram all these people in here and then not be like, you gotta give them like lines and story and plot and explain it. Like, cause how else do you explain it? If it's a deep fake, cause I go, it's a deep fake. That is the explanation.
Or maybe he's using a voice changer with their specific voices, like Scream 3, which they never really explain their technology.
It had to be more than a voice, though, right?
Yeah, just to because they're making a big deal out of these people being back in.
Yeah, I'll go with the deep fake theory.
I'm going with Mark Consuelos.
I don't even know what Mark's role is, but it's Mark.
I will say that
it's Mark, y'all.
The Ghostface costume gives you super strength, super speed, and the ability to like take punches and bullets without like being like stopped. But he was getting his butt whooped in this trailer, so I feel like this has to have like a certain level of physicality.
Yeah, and he does. But he does seem like he about like business. Like he's not like a stupid Ghostface.
Yeah.
He seemed like he's been plotting and scheming and willing and dealing whatever this is for a long time.
And that's what I liked about Scream 6. That Ghostface seemed menacing.
Yeah.
That was Lilo.
Dog didn't agree.
Scream 6 Ghostface at least seemed like threatening, like running around, chasing Gail in her apartment, or the bodega scene. So,
I did enjoy the kills and the chases in Scream 6, and then like in the apartment where she was trying to get away on the ladder and all that. Like all that was good. So let's make sure we keep that for this movie and not overstuff it. We don't want to be too stuffed. Yeah.
And McKenna Grace, because there's a scene of McKenna Grace wearing a blue flannel skirt.
And that's like a thing.
And that's a trope in Scream, is the killer usually wears blue flannel in one sequence.
But
Except for Derek. Derek wore blue flannel in Scream 2, but he ended up not being the killer.
What if they just trying to throw people off?
Or like Derek. They could be trying to throw people off.
Right.
I also don't think she makes it, so.
I don't think most people make it. I don't think most of her friends make it.
Do you think any of the OGs are going to die?
No, we already did that.
Yeah. You think the twins are going to die?
No, we already.
One of those?
They already tried to kill him off in the last one.
They really tried to kill Chad off too many times.
Both of them off. Yeah. Remember, homegirl got stabbed in the train. I'm like, she dead. And when she didn't die, I was like...
It seemed like actually both of them had died. So, I don't know.
Y'all both should be dead. So, let's not...
I hope at least Mindy guesses correctly this time. They always do the whole Mindy guessed wrong, but she's the one who actually knows the rules.
So, when we watch the movie and she says Mark Consuelos, we're going to be like, yep.
No. And I need a new movie rule sequence. So
because
I need to know like what the justification for this is.
Yeah,
because the last one was we're in a franchise now. So like, what is this?
We're not in a we're not a franchise. Yeah. So I don't know. We will see. I'm curious of the reception once this comes out. Not online chatter, because online chatter and real life chatter don't really, they be like oil and water.
Yeah.
But I'm curious the reception after the movie is actually out. Of course, we'll probably get a couple more trailers, so we'll obviously discuss those. Hopefully they don't give too much away, because I kind of felt like this one was a lot. I was like, y'all need to cut this down a little bit.
It was a lot, but going on. When I watched it a couple times, I was like, some of this feels like it takes place in the same day.
Well, okay, which is fair. If that's actually what it is. Yeah. What trailer? Oh, like Fantastic Four, where like all them trailers was like the first 5 minutes of the movie. Mm-hmm. Fair.
Like the space sequence, I had no idea that was so early on.
Right. Yeah, so if they cut it like that, then fine. But let's not overdo it. Yeah. Let's not overdo it. So we'll see.
All right. So that is the news and the trailer park this week. We have no Bunch crunch.
None, y'all. Not even zero fat. Just nothing
bunch
there
to crunch on.
So let's see. Can I think of anything? There's a video game movie that's coming out. Officially a live action Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
We gonna play that.
Tyler Sheridan left Paramount.
Why is everybody so up in arms about that?
Because he's like the Ryan Murphy of Paramount.
And he left to go to NBC.
Yellowstone and all those spin-off shows.
That's him.
He pioneered that. And he kind of abandoned them to go
to NBC. Mm-hmm. But he's going to write the new live action Call of Duty movie, which I feel like is a mistake, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, he wants to get out of television. He wants to do a film.
But why would you pick that? Video game adaptations don't have a good track record.
And, I mean, who cares now? They've already seen, like, Civil War came out. Warfare came out. Everybody says Warfare was good.
Right.
We got Saving Private Ryan. We got Black Hawk Down. Like
we got what's the not the Oppenheimer one, the Christopher Nolan one, Dunkirk.
Yeah.
What do we need to Call of Duty?
They ain't gonna get an Oscar.
Live action movie. They not
like Oscar winning.
The Academy gonna be like
Academy love war movies.
Call it what? Mm-hmm. Get out of here. Yeah. They barely pay attention to horror movies and superhero movies.
So I don't know how interesting a Call of Duty movie will be, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see a trailer.
Yeah.
And I'm curious of who's going to take the bait and cast it on this. Jason Statham. There we go. I did it for y'all. Yeah. Y'all welcome. Yeah. Easy as pie. Done. But no, that's it.
Gerard Butler.
We did. You know what? Maybe.
Then Thieves 2, he'll do a Call of Duty.
Right. Well, he's doing How to Train Your Dragon right now. So I wonder if he's like... He's not trying to take no chances on his box office success.
Sure. Okay.
He's like, I don't want to ruin this. I'm not gonna do this Call of Duty movie.
Sure.
We'll see. But
Extraction to the theaters. How about that?
Where's Extraction 3 is the question.
Yeah.
They ain't said nothing about that. They ain't said nothing about what did you say earlier? Alien Earth 2 ain't got
Alien Earth 2, no season 2 announcement.
We ain't got no
Alien
season
Earth.
2 announcement. It's a lot of things is in limbo we ain't heard about.
Yeah.
That need to be getting announced. So
we should have some Bunch of crunch, but
we should.
Yeah.
Everybody keeping things on the low. Oh, okay. I'll give a little bit of Bunch of crunch. This is a rumor mill. The Avengers Doomsday teaser. Mm-hmm. Did you see this?
No.
It's going to be played in front of guess.
When does Avengers Doomsday come out?
Next December.
Mortal Kombat.
Think Disney.
Zootopia?
Avatar.
Wait, this Avatar? This Avatar that's coming out?
The rumor is that they're going to put a teaser in front of Avatar.
It's going to be just the title card.
Right. Now what the rumor says is that it's going to feature mostly Doom, Doom fighting, and showing that Doom has to rely on his armor to fight because his body is too weak. I don't know. That's very specific.
I mean,
but Marvel will put out a teaser a year early. They will do it. And the movie's done. At least they've done filming.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. They said Scream was going to come out in front of Black Phone. And that didn't happen.
But, okay. So. But these two Disney properties and they $2 billion properties, I feel like Disney going to help Disney out.
I'd be when did the last Avengers trailer come out?
I don't. But they be early. Film? They do.
The Super Bowl.
Okay. And that would have been January to May.
That's when the Infinity War trailer dropped.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So yes, this would be a very long window.
Yeah.
But I would not be surprised if they gave us
I won't hate it.
Right. And I'd be like, so yeah, we definitely going to see Avatar because I got to see the teaser. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if that actually comes into fruition. We'll see if it actually is what the scooper says it is. There was also a rumor that they are going to start filming, what's the second one? Secret Wars.
Yes.
Starting in April of next year. So we'll see.
Exciting times.
I do hope we get something.
Me too.
I just need a little taste.
Yeah.
A little taste.
Just
a little taste of what.
I'm not seeing Avatar, so.
Are we not seeing Avatar?
Are you going to watch the last Avatar?
No.
Okay.
James Cameron said we didn't have to.
Oh.
He said in an interview that you do not need to watch the first two to watch this last.
Any of his kids are. You're not gonna know.
Do I care?
You're not gonna know which one died. Spoiler alert.
I do know because somebody mentioned it in something I watched previously.
Yep. So it's not gonna.
Does it matter?
You're gonna miss a lot of stuff.
I guess if I'm asking
characters, it's gonna be hard because they all look the same. So you super won't know who's on screen and who's talking.
What we watching that week?
I don't know. Anaconda.
They don't come out the same week. They come out, I think, like a week apart.
I mean, sure. We can go see Avatar.
If it's a Doomsday teaser, they got me. I'm sold.
Wow.
Can you pay for be like? I just want to
late.
Be like, can I just watch the trailers? I actually don't want to stay. I don't want to stay for the movie. I just want the trailers. Can I get like a 50% off discount?
That is all the movie news, trailer park, and no bunch of crunch we have for this week. We're gonna take a short break and come back for our review for Predators 2010.
Yes, you keep wanting to say 2022, don't you?
Yeah.
This week we watched Predators with an S. It's kind of like Alien and Aliens.
Yes.
They said this is what they were trying to do, by the way. When they named it this, that I was like, I guess that works.
Sure.
It's confusing, but it works. This came out July 9th, 2010. The director is
Summer blockbuster.
Yeah, right after 4th of July weekend. So that was right around that time where you get the good movies coming out. Nimrod and Tall, who I've not seen any of his previous work, and he's not done anything super recently. So the cast and characters of this movie include, now it's funny because at 2010, I don't know if you would call this movie a stacked cast, but in 2025, I'm going to call this movie a stacked cast movie.
You know who these people are.
We have Adrian Brody, Alice Braga, Lawrence Fishburne, Danny Trejo, which we had our trivia on, Mahershala Ali, which you did not tell me was in this.
No, I didn't.
So when I started the movie, and I was like,
I said it would have people you like.
I was like, is that? I actually looked it up. I was like, he didn't mention Mahershala. Is this just a man that looks just like? No.
I was like, no, it has people you like in
it's freaking Mahershala Ali with an African accent, which is quite funny.
Early in his career.
I was like, what? Anywho, Olga, I'm not gonna say his name because it's Russian, and he's been in a bunch of stuff. Oleg Taktrovo. It's Russian. So however you say that in Russian.
Okay.
Walter Goggins.
Yep.
Louis Oswald.
Chang Chien. Yes.
And Topher Grace. So almost everybody except maybe Louis I have seen in something else.
You've seen Louis in something. Or you at least heard him.
Hold on, let me look him up.
Don't.
What has he been in?
He played Kenji and Kiyoshi in Predator Killer of Killers.
That was animated.
I said you heard him.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
So this is not his only Predator film?
I've seen him. I've heard of him before.
But he was also the killer in Bourne Legacy. Do you remember him?
Ooh,
the one with Jeremy Renner. He was the other assassin that was chasing Jeremy Renner and Rachel Weisz.
Oh. No, I seen that one good time.
Yeah. Okay.
And it wasn't one of the better Bourne.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of the better movies. So that is our cast. Some other facts and figures. Runtime is an hour and 47 minutes. Not too long, not too short. Budget of $40 million and a box office of $127 million, which is pretty darn good. That's 3 times his budget, so ain't nothing negative about that. This film, though, however, interesting fact, it finished 3rd in the box office opening weekend. It came behind Despicable Me.
That makes sense.
And Twilight Saga Eclipse.
Yeah.
Now I don't know who thought it was a good idea to open this. It's counter programming.
I guess Despicable Me was the first one,
so they didn't know how big. That was the kids' movie.
Twilight, absolutely no.
I don't know why you would open up against Twilight.
Are you kidding me?
But it's funny because Despicable Me, Twilight, and Predators are all 3 very different movies.
How did this movie get screens? It probably didn't.
I was just about to say,
make us much better.
The issue was probably not that it was counter programming. The issue was that the screens was probably all taken. Right. They probably had like 2 screens at every movie playing twice a day.
Right. So
very interesting choice. But yeah, it was successful box office wise. But that opening weekend, they came in 3rd. So I thought that was interesting. Cinema score is a B+, which is
for an action film.
E.
R-rated action.
No. Medium.
Yeah.
That's medium.
I mean, it's a high B. But
it is a high B, very close to an A. Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes score, the critics have it at a 65. Audience is lower at a 52. Popcorn bucket is green and tipped over. So half of the people who saw it liked it, and critics, 6 out of 10 people who critics liked it. Yeah. Other things I wanted to point out about if you never seen, now this is funny. I'm about to say, if you've never seen a Predators movie, I actually have not seen very many. A single one.
Have you seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger one?
I've seen parts.
Okay.
So this is, there's Predator. There's Predator 2. Yeah. Now, Predator 1 came out in 1987. Mm-hmm. So I missed it.
You can go back and watch it.
You're right, because you've obviously seen it. Predator 2. Then then they waited 20 years before they made Predator. So there was
Predator 2 did some damage.
There was a very long gap between Predators 2 and Predators. And then it was The Predator, which came out 8 years later. So even still.
The Predator was Olivia Munn.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And Trevante Rhodes.
Yeah.
And Sterling K. Brown. Yeah. I was like.
Boyd Holbrook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Walter, not Jacob Tremblay.
Let me see.
Little boy who went on to win all those awards and be in all those movies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, interesting. I don't think that one was well received, according to my Googling. That one got a C+ cinema score.
They made it weird where, like, Jacob Tremblay was an autistic kid with the Predators won him because autism made him super smart.
Oh, that's a weird angle.
Yeah, it was weird. It wasn't good at all.
Spicy decision there. And then we had Prey, which came out during COVID 2022. Good Predator movie. That was very good. That actually went straight to Hulu.
Yeah.
They should have. You know what? They actually are playing that. So you can now see, I don't think it's everywhere. You can see Prey and Predator Badlands as a double feature right now.
Good.
I mean, next week when it comes out.
Prey doing good on Hulu and surpassing everybody's expectation is what got Romulus off of debuting on Hulu.
Yes, exactly. So Prey was good. If you've not seen Prey, you can watch that on Hulu. Mm-hmm. Predator Killers of Killers, that came out this summer. Very also well good. Received. If you have not seen it, that is animated. That's also on Hulu as well. Mm-hmm. And then we have Predator Badlands, which will come out next week.
Hearing good things, so Predator's in a good space.
Have some good things.
Aliens in a good space.
And there
Predators
are 2
in a good space.
Right. We're all in a good space. Well, most of us.
We're all vibing.
The government's
not. Right. No, we're not in a great space.
Right. Movie-wise, we're in a good space. And then there are 2 crossover films, Alien versus Predator.
Sanaa Lathan.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then Predator... Wait a minute. Alien versus Predator.
Requiem. Yeah. Where basically it was, it started immediately off of the ending of Sanaa Lathan's one. Okay. And it was a terrible, awful, horrible film.
I don't even recognize any of the names of the people in this.
Nope. And you won't be able to recognize if you're watching because the film is so dark. The film is so dark that you can almost clearly hear what everybody is saying in a Christopher Nolan movie.
Oh.
That's how dark that movie is. It makes the sound mixing in a Christopher Nolan film seem perfect.
And when you watch Christopher Nolan film, you be like, what?
I can hear the breathing of the cameraman in the same volume I can hear the person talking on screen.
Chris, turn it up. That is a big complaint. That is a complaint that every Christopher Nolan movie gets. Is like, I can't hear anything. The room has
too much acoustics.
Turn on the caption. Sidebar, it's funny. He said he did not use the IMAX cameras for Inception because they was too loud. Like, you think? You think?
Sound mixing.
They said, I guess this. It was a scene where Leo was in like the bar or whatever, and they were like, he was just like, it was too loud because them IMAX cameras are loud. Yeah. They be like,
it's like a tractor trailer.
The cast and crew be like, what? What did you say? Oh, cut. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Anyway, back to Predator. Jay, can you hit us with the plot of Predators?
Sure. So the plot of Predators is a ragtag group of mercenaries have been dropped in the forest deliberately this time, which is different than the original Predators. Mm-hmm. And they are being hunted by the Yautja. And they have to figure out how to survive. That's what the Predators are called. Like aliens are xenomorphs, Predators are Yautja.
Yautja.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that derived from anything?
Well, they're aliens, so
okay.
Who knows?
Fair. So that is the plot. And hijinks and shenanigans ensue, as you would expect for a Predator movie.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question. Why are Predator and Alien linked again?
They're just aliens.
Okay.
It's canon that the universe is the same universe, so they have encountered each other in space.
Okay.
Good enough. The lore of Alien. Mm-hmm. In the lore of Alien and Predator, the Predators use the xenomorph eggs to deliberately. This was something that was explained in Alien versus Predator with Annihilate then.
Okay.
But there was this. Aliens would come to Earth every couple hundred years or whatever. The people who lived on Earth were like the Mayans and Aztecs, revered them as gods.
Yeah.
They did these ceremonies where they would put the face huggers on the sacrifices, and they would breed xenomorphs and do that an annual hunt. And that's
okay.
Yeah. And that's where the rivalry started.
Gotcha. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, so let's get into our non-spoiler thoughts. Now, I had not seen this movie before. Jay has seen it before. And the option was, when we were trying to figure out what to watch this week, OG Predator or this one. And I picked this one because it's a little more updated.
Yeah. Carries the same themes.
And the themes are probably the same.
Yeah. And they reference it.
They do.
They take a whole moment to talk about it.
She did a good old backstory, and I was like, I'm calling it.
Right.
I don't need to watch the other one. I know what happened.
You know the year 87 Guatemala.
Right. I was like, oh, she's talking about Predator. I'm good. I'm so good. I don't even need to go back and watch the other one. So, non-spoiler thoughts. This was entertaining. I think this would have been a good time in the movie theater.
I feel like this would have done well if it came out like today.
Agree.
Yeah. With this cast.
Yes. I was going to say, would I tweak the cast at all?
It'd be more expensive. A lot more expensive. This movie would be so expensive.
Listen, me and you would be the same so much.
Almost everybody's either Oscar nominated, Oscar winning, or Emmy nominated, or Emmy.
Why did I have the exact same thought?
I was like, this cast is so expensive.
I was like, they could redo this movie, but woo.
You'll never get them at these prices.
It's not going to be, it ain't going to be $40 million. $40 million just going to be for the cast at this point.
It's kind of like when they say when somebody passes, the merchandise goes up.
Listen, all of these people would be extra money. Okay.
Insane.
So yeah, it would need to make more than 127 million today for sure. But I was highly entertained. I can definitely see how this would have been a very good movie. I'm surprised that the audience score was so low, to be honest. Rotten Tomatoes score 52 sounds weird, but Rotten Tomatoes is just a data point. It ain't like official. But it felt like Skull Island a little bit.
It's
the King
very
Kong
straightforward.
movie. And I like that about it, where it's kind of like you drop some people into a very tragic situation. It does
feel like Skull Island.
And like once they get to the island in Skull Island, and it's just like chaos.
Which was much better. But I guess Skull Island had more things happening on it.
Yeah.
But it kind of does play.
But I feel like King Kong, and King Kong's more of a
spectacle than Predator.
True.
Yeah.
True. And then everything's bigger, right? On Skull Island, everything's like the size of
spiders.
The size of a building.
The ants that sound like birds.
Right. And the Predators is like, 9 foot, which is tall, but it ain't like, it ain't King Kong tall.
King Kong.
Right. So it gave me Skull Island vibes. Skull Island is one of my favorite King Kong movies.
It was good, yeah.
I did enjoy it for that. I like that it started off with a bang. Like, there is no downtime when this movie starts.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, literally Adrian Brody wakes up falling from the sky.
I forgot that it started off like that.
Yeah. He starts off falling from the sky. And I was like, oh, we're here. And movie has begun. So I liked all of the I liked all of the characters in this, in terms of like how they were portrayed. Now all of the people are on this island because they done something. Now some of them have done some things that I guess is worse than others. Yeah, they're pretty bad. So I like the characters and how they were portrayed, but I didn't like the characters because of who the characters were.
We didn't get a lot of context for what specifically, like, the crimes were.
Right.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. And actually in the IMDb trivia, not even all the characters say their names.
But it's murder. They've all
killed somebody. And whether it's been like quote unquote justified because they part of like the government, they part of the military, or super unjustified because they're just psychotic.
Right.
It's a mix of all of that.
Yeah.
We got one character don't even talk for real.
No.
He show up in a suit.
So we don't know what he did, but we do know it's involved murder.
Right. And when it's funny, he shows up in a suit and I was just kind of like, oh, he must be like the overseer or the scientist. And then he takes his shoes off and I was like, no.
Yeah, that was weird.
You was one of them.
Yeah.
You was one of
Deserve to be here.
the killers. Okay. Got it. I think it's funny. It's only like one woman in this whole movie.
Just like original Predator.
Something I guess I would notice.
Who delivered the exposition.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Who was also
she's very much the mom of the group, which I was like, God, this is so stereotypical. The actress is good and I like the character, but she's very much the mom of the group. And I'm like, typical. Of course, the only woman is the mom.
I'll say it does feel weird that she's the mom of the group because they're all killers, including her.
Yeah.
Even though she's not like a murderer killer, she's a mercenary. So why is she so nurturing and the rest of them aren't?
Yeah, the rest of them are like when it comes to like
the same profession.
Inner personal relationships with each other, terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
I mean, they all get there, and their first thought is to shoot the person you see, and I was just like, no, why would you do that?
Yeah,
you don't even know where you are.
Habit of doing that.
What if he has snacks? You don't have snacks. Right. Like, why are you trying to kill
He knows
this?
how to get out of here.
Hello. But overall, entertaining movie. I would watch it again on a random whim, like if it was on television. You could totally do this movie again with the same cast. I feel like it probably it didn't look bad, but it would probably look better. It looked like most of everything was practical for the most part.
Yeah.
So style, like it holds up, I guess, and looks and how the movie looks, it holds up. Soundtrack was good. Lawrence Fishburne was probably my favorite.
My standout.
Child, I was like,
did you know he was gonna be in it?
I did not know he was gonna be in this.
Surprise.
And then when he gets to getting going, I was like, what the world?
Like, oh yes.
Quite enjoyed it though. I do have a qualm about that whole situation, but I'll get to that when we get.
Lawrence Fishburne play a crazy person. He
was like
that John Wick too.
He is a little kooky in John Wick. I mean, heck, technically Morpheus had to be a little crazy to lead the calls that he had.
And the wisdom.
How they handled Lawrence Fishburne, I will get to that when we get there.
It's fun.
But overall, I enjoyed the movie. This was a good watch.
Yeah. I have the same thoughts. I've watched this a long time ago at home. I didn't go to the theater to see this. But I watched this a long time ago. Just randomly put it on TV.
Okay.
And I was surprised how good it was.
It's good.
I saw the cast list before I watched it, so I knew that all these people were going to be in it before I watched it the first time.
I knew Adrian Brody because I think it says that on like when you pull it up.
Rewatching this, I rewatched it Thursday.
Okay.
I said that this movie would do a lot better today than it did when it came out. Because
I think comparably though, I mean you have to adjust for inflation, but it did 3 times.
Yeah, I mean it did well, but like with this cast of characters, and doing a Predator film, I feel like the Predator film definitely works better in space, off-world.
Okay.
This movie would have did a lot better, especially with Badlands coming out, and Badlands is kind of like off-world.
It is
in a different non-human environment.
Yep.
It feels it's a little more fun because it's not like New York. Which was or LA, which was Predator 2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Predator 2 was in LA. Ugh. And it was like it was Danny Glover hunting a predator in the middle of like the gang war.
So it was like a Planet of the Apes situation.
Yeah, the war on drugs. It was like Predator killing during the war on drugs.
Not watching that. Now it makes sense why it took them 20 years to make it.
Yeah. So I thought it was fun. I thought the cast of characters were fun. No, they weren't good people, but what they brought to the story was fun. I thought they were funny. They had chemistry. Not the kind of chemistry where they get along really well. They had the kind of chemistry where they don't get along at all, but it's really fun to watch.
They did a really good job of like ragtag, we just here so we don't get killed situation.
Because they're all like shady people, so they all don't trust each other, but they all are like smart enough to like work together.
Yes, to try to get out of it.
There's a scene where Walter Goggins is mad because he's the only one without a gun. And he starts asking, he asks, and it's not even, Danny Trejo doesn't even say anything. But he goes to Danny Trejo, he's like, you got 2 guns. Give me one. He just turns to him like, move.
Right, with his 2 guns. Like, yes, I do.
He just frowned and looked at him like, please don't make me shoot you.
Walter Goggins in this is so funny to see because
just over the top.
The last thing I saw him in was Fallout, and it's like a totally different character.
He's so like grounded. I mean, he's a killer in Fallout, but he's much more grounded in Fallout. And this, he's just like off the wall.
Right. I was just like, this is so weird to see, but I'm enjoying this.
I enjoyed the action sequences. I mean, they were broken up by like
conversation,
long sequences of some talking, but they had like it kind of felt like going. This might be because Yote is on the mind, but the movie kind of felt like going from waypoint to waypoint. Like we're dropped here, we did figure out where we're going. Okay, now we got to this area with the dogs. We have to figure out how to defeat the dogs.
Right.
Then this Lawrence Fishburne. Then we have to figure out how to get off of here. So they were like hitting these different like key areas on the planet.
Yeah.
So I thought that was fun. Lawrence Fishburne was the standout.
Oh man.
I think I'll just save I have like a list of lines that he said that are like my favorite lighter scene lines.
I just wasn't expecting that. And when I got it, I was like, this is good, but this is crazy.
It's so fun. And then when Adrian Brody said, how about you little friend again?
And you just like so at that point it was kind of like, oh, y'all do realize what's happening here. Okay. I just wanted to know if I just want to know if the characters also knew.
But I thought it was a fun movie. It's a fun Predator action movie. This is what Predator movies should be.
Yeah.
It didn't have a total bunch of exposition. It had to do with like, the state of the world. We're off planet.
Yeah.
We're just hunted in a jungle.
Right.
Yeah.
It was straightforward.
It's very straightforward.
We didn't have no complex like science explanation, none of that.
The first Predator movie kind of had like a military conspiracy in the beginning that they kind of dropped because the rest of the movie was we just wanted to see a Predator run around the jungle. So,
okay. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. So do you have anything else for non-spoiler thoughts?
Nope.
All right. We're going to get into our spoiler section. If you have not seen this movie like I hadn't, and you don't want to be spoiled, go watch it. It's on Hulu right now with ads. If you have not the I was like, it is too many ads in this.
And they're never in the right spot.
Of course they're not. They like somebody be talking and it'd be like, would you like to? Be like, no, I would not. I will say though, it was only like one ad each commercial break.
And that sucks because it's Disney, so you should be able to watch it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I got the Disney without ads, but I got the Hulu with ads, and they'd be like, "Psych, you're gonna watch this with ads. I don't care what app you started on." Yes, but you can go watch this on Disney or Hulu right now.
Miss that ads.
But unless you're paying for it, you're gonna get them ads regardless. But we're going to get into our spoiler section right now in 3, 2, and 1. And as usual, we're going to go down our character list. So first up is Adrian Brody, who plays Royce. Now, he does not actually say his name until the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So I knew it was Royce because I looked it up. And I was like, oh, we ain't even got that man name the whole movie.
Yeah.
He is an ex-U.S. Special Operations Force veteran turned mercenary. So as we get to each person, I'll tell you like what they did. So he's a mercenary essentially who kills people for his job.
Yeah,
he's the quote unquote leader of this group. Now he do set them up one time, which they did not appreciate, or should I say, Isabella, or what's her character's name? Yeah, Isabella didn't appreciate. But Adrian Brody it's funny because I don't ever see Adrian Brody as like an action hero, and it sounds like they picked him for this role because he came across as somebody who wasn't an Arnold Schwarzenegger or a Bruce Willis. He had just come off The Pianist before this, so totally different movie. But he did good. I don't see Adrian. I don't even know what the last thing I've even seen Adrian Brody in, to even be honest. What's the last thing?
I didn't see The Brutalist.
I'm looking through. Okay, that was the last thing. He was in. We didn't watch Asteroid City. He was in Ghosted. Jesus, why was he in that movie?
Ghosted. Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
He was. I'm trying to think.
Hey, bills must be paid.
Hey,
lights are gonna go off.
The bills always come due.
Electricity is going up.
Hello, it definitely around here. I think that's crazy. I'm trying to think of the last thing I seen him in, and it might be this.
Oh wow.
But I think I like Adrian Brody in general. So, but he did good in this. He plays a very good, like, I just want to get off of this. I don't care what y'all do, but he obviously is like the quote unquote leader because he's the most level headed. He's quote unquote the smartest, I guess you could also say, of the group. At first in the beginning, I thought he was trying to talk in a particular, like, he almost sound like Batman in the beginning.
Yes.
Like, yes. And I was like, why is he talking like that? And maybe he let it, Cadillac Records. Sorry. That's the last thing I seen.
Oh, yes. He was in Cadillac Records.
That's correct. The last. I was like, it's bothering me. I've seen him in something else. Cadillac Records.
So long ago.
2008 to be exact.
Yeah. Oof.
But I liked him as the lead in this. Like we said, if they put this movie out today, could I see him as the lead? I think yes, although I feel like Hollywood would try to put like Glenn Powell.
I don't think he would take it.
He wouldn't. They would probably try to put like a Glenn Powell or something in the lead, and it just wouldn't be. He works here because he's not an Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I like that they took a different, like, we don't want a super macho, obvious, he can beat up everybody guy.
Because it proved it didn't work. Arnold Schwarzenegger couldn't beat him. And
he has to use his brain.
Yeah.
Not that Arnold Schwarzenegger is stupid.
That's what Arnold had to do in the original Predator.
Okay.
Arnold he had to use brain because...
The Village. Yeah. Sorry. Another Adrian Brody movie that I like.
Also very long, older than Cadillac Records.
2004. But I liked him as well. I don't have too many notes other than he played a good lead. I liked how his character he used his smarts to get ahead. He was a little rude, but I mean, they all killers.
These aren't like, I didn't have like individual character notes.
Right.
Because they're not like, these are like one-dimensional characters.
Right. You're not expecting a lot. They're killers. They're on the island. One of them has to take the lead to get off the island. And you kind of wonder the whole movie, is they gonna make it?
Right. Probably not.
He was on my list of, he might sacrifice himself, but he'll at least get pretty far.
Okay.
So that's what I have for Adrian Brody.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, it kind of reminds me of Pitch Black too. Adrian Brody's character Royce kind of reminds me more of like
Vin Diesel in Pitch Black.
From Pitch Black.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. So as far as Royce, I've never liked Royce. I didn't like Royce. Why
did you not like him?
Adrian Brody's a great actor.
Okay.
I enjoyed the first Predator movie.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a masterpiece, but I enjoyed you know what? Adrian Brody reminds me of like Squall and Cloud from Final Fantasy, where they are like jerks who are selfish, but it takes 4 discs to learn to love them, and you don't have enough time to learn to love Royce.
Yeah, I didn't like Royce until the end of the movie. Like, he was cool, but he was like not likable to the end.
Not enough time for you to be like a likable character.
Sure.
I did not like the fact that he set them up, and that is why Mahershala Ali died.
Okay, fair.
So I would never forgive him for that.
You right about that. So I don't like the fact that he did that. You're right. I take back my like.
I appreciate Royce as a character. I find it interesting that he is unlikable.
He didn't care about nobody.
He didn't care about anybody.
He did.
Up until the very end, he made a decision.
Yeah.
To like change his ways in the
even
very
right
end.
Before that part, he was kind of like, sorry, bye.
Yeah, but up until that point, he was like a loner, and there's nothing. I don't like him because of that, but there's nothing wrong with him being that way because these aren't his friends. He's amongst other people who are murderers,
and he's a mercenary.
He doesn't have to like hold their hand and babysit them.
Right? It could have been every man for himself.
I don't like the fact that he got Mahershala Ali killed, but Mahershala Ali wasn't a good person. So,
but
and
it's
not
Mahershala
like they were,
Ali,
though. Like they were friends.
I didn't like that either.
I didn't like it.
You're right. But I would have got to that when we got to his character.
And I like the fact that Isabella called him out on it. Like that didn't go ignored.
I do. Yeah. I'll say what I was about to say when we get to Isabella.
But yeah, as a character, I dislike him as a character, but he fits for the movie. I thought it was very interesting. He's a very interesting lead, though, to make the lead like a unlikable character who's not so much a leader. Like he's not like
he's more like y'all can follow me or y'all can go on your own.
He's more so like y'all can follow me if y'all plan to live.
Right.
But I'm going to like take care of myself anyway.
Right. And if you die in the process, I don't care.
So the movie has no protagonist, and I think that was the difference. This is the first Predator movie that had no protagonist.
Yes.
Danny Glover was the protagonist. He was the good guy trying to kill the Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the good guy who was tricked into doing a rescue mission. But they were actually going after the Predator. Okay. They were all like good heroes prior to going after Predator. This one is weird because they're all killers. There's no heroes.
Yes. Everybody here is red on their ledger, as Natasha would say.
Yes.
Next up, we have Alice Braga, who plays Isabel. Now, last we saw Alice was in Suicide Squad. She was also in I Am Legend. The second Suicide Squad, the James Gunn one, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep, that's correct.
She was also from I Am Legend. So if you've seen either one of those, you've seen her before. I liked her character. The only thing I did not like about her character, and this ain't got nothing to do with her, is the fact that she had to be the mom of the group.
Yeah.
That she can hold her own. She's smart. Like, she's the one, when she shows up on screen, her immediate thought is not necessarily, I'm going to kill you, but she at least asks some questions.
Yeah.
Before she start kicking butt.
Yeah.
So that was my only nitpick. I was like, why she got to be like the mom of the group?
Yeah.
But that's how they roll.
And it was weird because they're all killers. Like,
right.
At least, yeah. So why does she have to be like?
Let me see what was her title.
Character?
Was she was a sniper from the Israel Defense Force? So she was a sniper from the IDF.
IDF. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She failed to save her spotter during a mission. So I guess that's why they felt like she had to. So each of the characters have been picked on this island for a specific reason. That's what the characters come to the conclusion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she felt like that she was brought to the island or the planet because she failed to save her spotter during a mission. So,
which that doesn't make sense.
She's probably the most innocent one, quote unquote, of the crew, right? Yeah, but she still works. She's a sniper.
Yeah,
like she's
you're good at what you do, so that's why they brought you.
Right. Exactly. I mean, that's the kind of thing of predators. Like, they want to fight people who are good at what they do. That's makes it the challenge. So, other than that, I didn't really have much to say about her. Other than she was a cool character. No. She was a strong female lead. She kind of kept all the knuckleheads as best she could together. So there was that. And she cared. Yeah. She's kind of the only character who cared about the other people.
But she had to end up being saved at the end, which...
typical.
But
oh, yeah,
she was
you're right.
of the whole movie.
I didn't notice the whole movie. This dude was weird. And it's kind of like, why they got to be the woman?
I'll get into why everybody should have sussed out Topher Grace a lot earlier. But they should have sussed out Topher Grace by the time Danny Trejo was dead.
Yeah. Well, I would have. Well, I guess I'll wait till we get to that. We'll wait till we get to that.
But
so next up, I have Lauren.
The only thing I'll say about Alice Braga is that I like the fact that she was extremely smart. I think you touched on that she was asking questions. She was the one who figured out that they weren't. Well, she was the one who figured out that they weren't at least on Earth or in some type of simulation. Because
she tries to make like a compass out of like leaves and a bobby pin or something, and it just spins.
The first time she was like, I noticed the topography, whatever that means, of the jungle is off, so I can't tell where we are on Earth.
Yeah, topography is like the layout of the land, essentially.
She said she didn't recognize it, so it seems like she knows like her way around. Hunting. So she didn't recognize the topography. She was like, I don't think we're in Africa or South America.
So she was trying to piece things together based on her surroundings pretty quick.
And then the compass.
And then she tried to, and it's just spinning, and she's like, there's no poles.
She was the only one who knew about what happened in '87 in Guatemala.
And she's the only one who recapped Predator.
Without her, nobody would have known what was happening.
For the rest of us. I was like, thank you, girl. This is why I like you. This is why you're here. All right, so the way I have it ordered is I have everybody else, and then I have Lawrence Fishburne. Do you want to do everybody else and then Lawrence Fishburne?
We can do Lawrence Fishburne next.
Okay. So Lawrence Fishburne plays Nolan. So Nolan is, hold on, let me see what the official, he is a U.S. Army Air Cavalry soldier who survived the alien planet from multiple hunting cycles. So he is
8 to 10.
8 to 10. Depending on who you ask. So the crazy thing, so he was dropped on the planet just like the rest of them, but he's been there for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And you can tell because he is talking to somebody, and that somebody is himself.
Not in the room with us.
Invisible friend. He has an invisible friend in his mind that he talks to, and he'd be like, how many cycles has it been? So somebody asked him, like, how long have you been here? He's like, I think it's been 8 cycles. And then he turns to the side and goes, has it been 10?
And
everybody's like, what's he talking to?
I remember watching this for the first time, like, there's no calendar on the wall. What was he looking at? And then he does it again.
And he keeps like, I told him. And then he was like, I told him, and this, that, and the thing. He's like turning his head and talking to somebody, but ain't nobody over there.
He keeps doing it.
Because he's talking to himself. And he also says something before he goes to bed, like, some of us don't like our stuff to be touched. And I was like, you mean you?
When Walter Goggins started touching his stuff, it says some of us are real finicky.
Right, finicky about where our stuff is laid. And then he also says, he references us a couple of times. I was like, who is us? So, standout character for me because his scenes,
great,
hilarious.
And he was smart.
And you don't realize he's been on this island by himself for a decade, okay? Yeah. he's scavenging. That's how he's getting by. He said he's killed a couple of them, but like he's just trying to live at this point. He's not trying to get off. They even ask him, Roy says, what about the ship? And he's like, you know
I love that.
We never thought about the ship. And I was like, he
said, you know what? In all my years, I've never thought about commandeering the alien spacecraft.
Nope, never thought. He's just trying to survive.
The way he pointed at him, he said, you know what?
Right.
You're onto something.
I never thought about that. You like, you ain't never once thought about leaving here, sir. He's lost it. Okay. He's just trying to make it day by day. He's trying to live. I don't even know what he's feeding them. He's eating something.
Probably the dogs.
Okay.
There's nothing else living or whatever that what was chasing Walter Goggins through the forest. They never addressed what that was.
We never see them eat except whatever is in this bowl of whatever Nolan has. So, yuck. But anyway, Lawrence Fishburne does great in this role. It is totally different from, not totally different. He plays a little crazy in like John Wick because he's kind of like off his rocker. And he's not like Morpheus. But this was definitely like a different role that I've seen from Lawrence Fishburne. And I loved it. I had no complaints.
Lawrence Fishburne, first time I saw this, I didn't know he was going to be in it.
Okay.
Amazing surprise because he shows up. You think he's a predator.
Yes, because he's wearing a predator getup.
And then he says, y'all talk too loud.
He don't just say it like that, though. He be like, y'all talk too loud. Like he whispers and you're like, but it's like 8 of y'all right here. Like, what do you mean? And he says it again when he go to bed, like, don't talk too loud. Like, who are you talking to?
I love the fact that he showed up in a Predator costume to save him. He had the Predator gear, but he also gave the exposition because these Predators are different. It's the first time we've seen a different type of Predator.
Right. He said there's 2 different ones.
Yeah. So now this is when they started going the Alien route, where Alien always showed a different type of xenomorph every movie.
Okay.
Now we started seeing different type of predators. So in this one, he says that there's a blood feud. There are different types of predators, different clans or whatever. And the new predators are the ones that are dropping people on the planet.
And they're bigger than, I guess, the other ones.
Yeah. The OG predators, the ones that Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover fought, they've captured.
Yes.
There's a smaller breed of predator.
And they kill them.
Yeah. And he said that. So this is a little different. It introduces different rules.
Okay.
In the original Predator and Prey, they show that the predators visit planets.
Yes.
They
yes.
solo trips to planets where they do solo hunts.
Right. Just with one.
And this one, they are abducting. Now we know that, I guess if this is also part of the lore, they do also abduct murderers and killers and take them to their own game planets.
Yeah, which is, do I want to spoil Killers of Killers or not? Have you seen it?
We can do spoiler for Killers.
That's what they do in Killers of Killer.
Okay, so it's part of the lore then.
It has to be.
I thought in Killer of Killers, they are on Earth, though.
Killers of Killer, I'll just lay the movie out real quick. There's 3 different scenes, 3 different groups. And we see how the person interacted with a predator.
Okay.
So now the person is usually fighting somebody else.
Right.
Doing their own, like,
because they only attack people who are armed.
Right. So they're usually in their own interpersonal fight. Like one of his 2 brothers, the American guy is like fighting a war. The lady is fighting against another clan from some other thing. But the predator shows up at the end of the fight to like, hey, I see that you is the one to fight. Right. So I want to fight you. And how each segment ends is you don't know what happens in the fight. It cuts the scene and we see that person who we thought won is got a thing around their neck.
Oh.
And the very end of Killers of Killers, they capture each of the 3 people that they fought and take them to a game planet. So that they can fight them against predators on that game planet. And how that movie ends is the chick sacrifices herself so the other 2 can get off the planet. And then after this happened during Comic-Con, they added an extra after credit scene to where Prey, the chick from Prey, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Danny Glover are frozen, captured.
Oh wow!
By the predators. So this is this thing that they've done, they've now permeated through the
okay, so they're
movies.
Continuing this.
Yes.
Then. So they do kidnap killers or people who are skilled and put them on their game planet.
Yes, and that's literally what Killer of Killers was. Is he was capturing killers to go take to a planet.
So they probably pulled this from this because it's the only movie that introduced
that.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense then.
Lawrence Fishburne talks about basically that's how he ended up here. They dropped him on the planet, and what they do is they come back each season after one of them gets killed, and they learn because they learn by watching.
Right.
And they change their tech, and they come back with better skills, and they do the hunt for the next season. Because their whole culture is about training themselves to be better killers.
Yeah, and I wonder how this is going to play out in the future, because if they are capturing like who they consider the best, like what are they doing with them?
Yeah, because
and how is Predator Badlands going to end if this is like the thing?
This is a little weird now because in the original Predator and Predator 2 and Prey, we saw that when you kill a predator, the rest of the clan takes that as honorable combat, and they let you go. They're like, you won. In Predator 1, they pretty much only showed it. Maybe it's only to black people because they pretty much only showed it to Danny Glover and Sinai Lathan. But when Danny Glover killed the predator, he found out that the whole clan was actually present. They were just invisible and cloaked. And when he killed the predator, they gifted him the shotgun that showed up that originated from the Prey film. The musket handgun. Yeah. They gifted him that as a warrior's reward. And in Alien vs. Predator, when Sinai Lathan helped the Predator kill the alien queen, the exact same thing happened where the whole ship was actually there watching the whole battle. It was just encloaked. They revealed themselves and they gave Sinai Lathan the spear that she used to fight as her reward.
They don't seem like they doing that.
And they gave her an honorary mark or whatever.
Okay. Now, none of these is, except they got Danny Glover now in the thing. Yeah. In the capture.
So it's weird. So right now you're saying that Danny Glover is now frozen. So maybe maybe this is a different clan. Maybe the different clan comes back and gets you.
Interesting.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they must be, they following along with this. We captured the best fighter so we can do something with them.
So the rest of Lawrence Fishburne sequences are fun. So basically he says, I'm going to bed. The rest of them devise a plan to go after the spacecraft.
Yes.
And one of the best parts of the movie happened is when they wake up to Lawrence Fishburne trying to literally smoke them to death.
Because he wants their stuff.
Because he's a scavenger.
Yeah. And they got guns and ammo and all type of things he would need to survive.
Topher Grace deduces at this point that the reason he's gotten all this stuff in here is because he just picks it off of the dead people who died.
Have landed.
He either kills them or he picks it off of them after the Youch kills them. So.
Right, because he's not thought about using the ship to leave. Yeah. He's just thought about how to survive on here.
Literally, while he's trying to kill them, he's having an argument with himself, talking about, I already got one mouth to feed. You want me to feed 6?
No,
8.
Eight. He was like, you want me to feed 8 more people? I was like,
he said, I already got one more mouth to feed. You want me to feed 8?
Like a live argument, y'all. Like he's not whispering. He's talking to somebody
with himself about killing all these people.
As if the person standing next to him, and I was like, he doing it good. He playing it up.
Unfortunately, he meets his demise because the whole thing causes a scene, and the predators do show up, finally catching him.
Yes.
And kill him. So,
I didn't like that because once again, it seemed like Royce playing that. And I was like,
he did. He set it up.
Royce has killed 2 black men. So I take back anything positive I've said about Royce in this episode, because he ain't nothing. I don't even like him. I don't like him anymore. Boo.
He shot out the side of the wall so the predators would know where to find him.
And they show right on up. And
it sucks because he lasted a long time.
The moment he helped them out, he got taken out.
And he could have killed Adrian Brody if he just shot him.
He could have killed all of them.
He had to jump on him.
Yeah, he sure did. So R.I.P. to Nolan. Yeah. He was a real one. He was crazy, but he was a real one.
Everybody else. First off is Danny Trejo as Chuchito.
He is. Hold on, let me look him up real quick. I think he is. Oh, he's a drug cartel.
That's what I thought. Everybody's like the bare bones. Everybody else
is.
Adrian Brody's just like the bare bones criminal version.
So Danny Trejo is a drug cartel. I can read off everybody else. Mahershala Ali is a death squad soldier from Sierra Leone. We have Olga Oleg, who is a
Russian soldier.
Russian commando.
There you go.
Yes, so that's never good. Walter Goggins is a 20.
Yeah, what was he?
38-time murderer.
Okay, so he's just a serial killer.
He's a death row inmate.
I was wondering what everybody had a skill, which we'll get to when you finish the list.
Yeah.
But I was wondering what his special skill was that got him here.
He was responsible, according to Wikipedia, responsible for 38 murders and an attempted rapist.
But no, like, specific method of killing. The rest of them had, like, a specific skill set.
He's just a regular old mass murderer.
Interesting.
And then we have Lewis, who is the Yakuza, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. That's literally it.
He's Yakuza.
Speaks for itself.
We don't really have to say anything else after that. And Topher Grace, who lands and
doesn't belong
he
here.
tells everybody he's dressed in like going to grocery store clothes. Okay, He's got on a hoodie, a t-shirt, some jeans, and everybody's like, he don't belong.
It's Adrian Brody's fault.
This is weird.
Adrian Brody hadn't said that he was harmless because he's the odd man out, Alice Braga wouldn't have stopped suspecting him.
And it was stupid to say because if everybody else obviously is some sort of killer, well, they didn't accidentally pick no doctor.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm just a doctor. Like, I mean, you could be, but what else?
This is
Kevorkian?
This is when they
be specific.
Right, exactly. And this is because he did two weird things, and they should have figured it out by the time Danny Trejo died. After Danny Trejo died is when they realized, when Mahershala Ali's character made it clear that they're using our tactics against us.
To try to trap us.
And we've already deduced that we're not on Earth. So how the heck does Topher Grace know what all the poisonous plants are here?
Boom.
So,
that is one of my notes.
I was like, how do you know
this?
They didn't just bring y'all, they brought everything you're good at here too.
Right.
So it's the perfect environment for you. So they planted these plants for him because how does he know what these plants are but we not on Earth?
Immediately without stuttering, he says, this is the plant.
How
I was
like,
know
that?
How do you know that?
How do you know that?
And he stabs it and some goo comes out and he's like, this will paralyze you and
he
instantly.
Knows it down to like the seconds it takes to paralyze you. This plant on this random alien planet.
Right.
With 3 other planets within the ozone layer.
They are literally in a jungle.
Yeah.
There are so many plants around.
Not even Alice Braga knows where we are.
And Oleg's goofy butt gonna start touching stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, stop touching stuff.
That is the first clue that they should have been like, okay, so you're the poisoner. We're all killers of some type, and you clearly kill people with
So
poison.
he fronts as a doctor, and maybe he was actually a doctor, but he is a psychopathic killer.
Yeah.
That is what he is there for. And obviously the Predators knew.
Yeah.
Because they put him there with the rest of them.
So, Danny Trejo plays Chuchillo. His death was the first clue of Topher Grace was a bad guy. Because Mahershala Ali is like, Danny Trejo's death, we don't get to see him die. The dogs come and split them up.
Yeah, somehow he set as bait in the middle. And I don't know how they emit the sound from him.
They use voice recordings. They did that in the previous movies.
So they think he's sitting in the middle of the field. His back is facing them, and he's saying, help me. And they all converge. But Royce is kind of like, nah, this a trap. This ain't right. And they decide not to help him. And Isabel's kind of like, oh, this is not right. But they like, this ain't gonna work because Royce throws a rock out or something, and it's like a trap.
Yeah,
kind of springs up. But Isabel does the least nice thing.
Yeah,
well, she thinks she's doing a nice thing, and she shoots him so he can just die because she thinks he's just sitting there suffering, but he's already dead.
Yeah,
they just voice recorded him saying help,
and the voice recording keeps going.
And she turned back like, what the.
Yeah.
Let me get back to the crew. This is weird. The voice
recording kept going. I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah. So he goes first. Next we have Mahershala Ali, who plays Mabasa. He goes second. He is killed because Roy sets them up. So they go to the Predator camp.
Yeah, because Royce is basically like, if we run, they want us to run because they control the field. Let's go towards them.
So they run, they get to the camp, and then he kind of sets them up to where
he hides.
He hides when the Predators show up so he can see what they look like and shoot them down or whatever. But unfortunately, Mabasa gets taken out in that whole exchange, and they don't kill no Predators.
No, they just run anyway.
Right, and they find out that the baby Predator or the smaller Predator is like chained up.
That was a good twist.
I was like, what are you doing here?
The twist. And it played the original Predator theme from the first
he looks like the OG Predator versus the big, stronger ones on steroids.
Yeah.
And then next up we have Oleg, who plays Nikolai. Now, Nikolai dies because he's trying to save Topher Grace, unfortunately. Right. Because we don't know he's a mass murderer either at this point.
Right.
They
all treat him like somebody that needs to be protected.
Because they think he's just a regular old doctor. It's like, y'all, he can't just...
Y'all should know better than this.
Smart. Somebody here's got to be smart.
Right.
Smarter than everybody else. So he dies because he tried to save Edwin from a predator, but a predator comes and gets him. And then Walter...
Takes one out, though.
He does. He blows him up, actually. He sacrifices himself and blows him up. So that was good. And then Walter Goggins plays Stans, how does he die?
He gets shot in the back while talking crap, and then his spine gets ripped out.
Yes. I didn't see that coming.
There's always that's their signature move.
Yeah.
They de-spine you.
Okay.
So yeah.
So as they were running, thinking they getting away, Stans talks crap all
the
movie
movie
long. And he ain't got no weapons either. He don't need none because he's a murderer.
The scenes with Mahershala Ali was good when he had to stab that dog to death. The Mahershala was like, "Look a good boss."
Right, because they kind of going back and forth. Because when they land, they start fighting.
I think they were inmates at the same place.
I don't think they were. I think they just got dropped off close to each other because Mahershala Ali's character got on regular clothes.
I thought he had on I thought he just had on a vest over his.
No, Mahershala Ali got on mercenary gear.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like they knew each other.
I think they just landed close to each other and they were fighting when they first ran into each other. Okay. So that we meet them at the same time. Okay. And at first I thought they were inmates. Yeah. And I looked it up, but no, they're different. They just they were just sparring when they first met. Okay. So Stans gets his spine ripped out by a predator. Hanzo actually had a pretty cool death.
He did.
So he is the Yakuza, right? Yeah. So he finds a sword in Nolan's stash. And he basically sacrifices himself.
They should tie that to Killers of Killers because he mentions that the samurai sword is extremely old.
One of the Killers of Killers scene is samurai back in the day. It's two brothers that are kind of at odds with each other because the dad kind of prefers one over the other. And one of the brothers is supposed to take over after dad dies.
Interesting.
It gets that is funny. They actually have a fight amongst each other, and then during that fight is when the predator shows up. Like, oh, I want to fight you because you're the better samurai or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you're right. It does kind of connect later.
Yeah.
I wonder if they watched this when it was I
think because I haven't seen Killers of Killers, but the way you explained it sounds exactly like what Lawrence Fishburne was saying in this movie.
Yes, it's exactly right. And it's funny, I didn't make the connection until we started talking about it. But yes, that's exactly. There is a, I don't know what their official title is, but it's like there's a sword fight.
Yeah.
For samurai.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So he dies because he decides to stay back and fight a predator, and they go to clang clang chang chang ching ching ching, and they both kill each other. At the same time, which I was kind of like, oh, that kind of sucks. Yeah, but he takes one out.
We're getting the theme of them killing each other while taking one out. So
yeah, right, because that's the same thing Oleg did.
Yeah.
So I mean, everybody can't make it, obviously.
Yeah, that was sad. I said that Hanzo should have used the Yari.
Yeah, you got it.
If he used the Yari with a little Odie's flame,
we both playing Ghost of Yote, and one of the weapons is a Yari. Boy, that thing light. That thing hit.
Just any weapon with the Odie's flame
ching, 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 ching,
would have made short work of that.
Listen, you ever meet me on the street with a Yari, you better watch out.
Yeah.
Go the other way.
Yeah.
And then last that we'll mention in the character list is Topher Grace as Edwin, who we just talked about previously. Yeah. He is our killer, doctor / murderer. Mm. We don't find out he's a murderer until almost at the very end. So he gets caught in a trap. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess maybe should we save that for the ending?
Yeah, let's save it for the ending.
Okay, so Edwin's the doctor who's a murderer, and he does get it, but we can talk about how.
He has some fun scenes when you're supposed to be unassuming about him.
Yes.
He does seem extremely underprepared. He was extremely shocked about the trap that was set up for Dan Trejo.
Right.
We didn't answer the question about the whatever alien creatures that was in the cockroach pens that was chasing them.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know what that was about.
I don't know what that was.
They never addressed that either.
They don't get too in the weeds with this.
No.
And they're just kind of like, you're here for the kills.
Yeah.
You're fine. All right, let's get into our likes and dislikes.
Oh, and I don't like the fact that he tried to act like Nikolai's kids was his.
I came back like, did nobody else see that picture?
He just showed a picture of anybody else.
You just stole that man picture? Off his dead body?
No, he didn't mention his kids to anybody else either.
Terrible. It's terrible. That's why he deserved to be on that island or on that planet. So let's get into our likes and dislikes. I think I almost covered everything I liked and or I'll say, of course, the two POCs go first. I didn't like that So Trejo and Mahershala were the first two to die. Yeah. Unless you count the guy who died when his parachute didn't open.
Did we see him?
We saw him bent up and broken up.
Okay.
I don't think you count though. So
wait.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
We only get his name. Danny Trejo and Mahershala Ali were the first two to go. And I was like, y'all can change it up a little bit sometimes. Yeah. I like how they found out that they weren't on Earth.
It was good.
So Royce's thing is like, we need to get to higher ground so we can see everything and we can kind of like get a lay of the land or where we need to go. And they get up there and it's like 5 moons in the sky. And they're like, oh,
great.
This ain't Earth because we only got 1 moon and it don't look like that. So they screwed. And he's like, okay, we got to come up with a different plan because we are obviously not, this ain't Kansas no more.
Right.
Essentially. I already mentioned the Skull Island similarities. I really like that. And then I say, I really like Lawrence Fishburne doing up his role, and then my next note after that is, oh, he dead. I was mad.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have to help the people out. As soon as he did,
yeah,
he died.
Yeah,
so,
and it just sucks because he lasted so long.
He did, by himself.
Yeah.
All by himself. But I think I covered mostly everything else for my likes and dislikes.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne being my standout. Mm-hmm. I like the set. I like the fact that it was off-world Predator film. If you ever watch another Predator movie when it's on Earth, you're going to be like, this. It makes more sense that these are off-world.
Okay.
I liked the action sequences, the practical effects. I wasn't a fan of the dogs, but that makes sense.
I thought the design was cool.
Yeah, I mean,
they look like Alien, right?
But they're like, we have to do something new, so it doesn't feel like we're just doing another Predator movie. Because other than that, it would just feel like the first one.
Yes, because it is just other Predators.
So the dogs make sense. Those I didn't really have a lot of dislikes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so we're gonna hop into the ending. So we get to the point where mostly everybody's dead. We only have Edwin, Royce, and Isabel. They are trying to get to the ship. Edwin gets caught in I'm calling it a bear trap. I don't know exactly what it is. Yeah. It looks like a bear trap. And Royce is like, he got to be left because he's going to drag us down. We got to get out of here. Yeah. He even devises a plan to use Edwin as bait.
He's Roycing like he's been Roycing the whole movie.
Exactly. And Isabel's like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's like, listen, you made your decision. I'm making mine. Royce bounces to go get to the ship. Edwin and Isabel try to make it or whatever, but they get captured by a net. Mm-hmm. They get dragged into a hole by a predator. Mm-hmm. I don't know which predator it is at this point, but a predator. And this is where Edwin reveals himself that he is a murderer.
Yeah.
So he has some sort of goo from what are the plants?
Kept the goo from the plant.
Yes. Cuts her with a knife with the goo on it, and she starts freaking out because it's a, what do you call it?
It's a paralytic or?
Yeah, it's something that paralyzes her. So she going down and she can hear and feel everything, but he's like explaining who he is, and he actually wants to stay because he's amongst friends.
He's a nut.
Now I thought that was stupid.
That was stupid. You're not dangerous.
No,
they're dangerous. Well, you're dangerous. But.
No human being wants to stay on an alien planet where you don't even know what you're gonna eat.
You wouldn't have made it this far without them.
Exactly.
Poison Man.
So him wanting to stay, the writing on that was a little weird. I was like, I'm gonna let it slide because it's about to be the end of the movie. But anyway, so Edwin is about to take Isabel out or leave her for dead. I don't know what he's about to do with her. But lo and behold, Royce didn't actually leave. There's a scene where the predator blows up the ship once Royce gets on it, and we think, oh no, Royce is dead. I'm like, I know better than that. Royce actually didn't get on the ship. He stayed and he comes to get.
Well, before that, a big thing happened.
What?
So part of Royce's plan is because they can't fly the ship, is he's gonna get the prisoner OG Yautja.
Oh yeah, right.
Which this is I guess I'll add this to a medium.
Okay.
In between like and dislike.
Okay.
So Royce goes to free the OG predator
that we saw tied up at the beginning of the movie
because the newer, larger clan of predators have been torturing this one and keeping it at its camp. So he's like, I'm gonna free it. It's gonna get me to the ship and it's gonna help me fly out of here because we don't know how to fly this ship.
Right. Exactly.
So he goes. He frees it. We think the predator's gonna kill him. It doesn't. Predator suits up and we get a predator off.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Right.
Between OG predator and one
big
of the
predator,
bigger predators, and it just kills the OG.
Sure does.
Very quickly.
I was like, I had to rewind it because I was like, wait, is he dead? He just unchained him and now he's dead?
Yeah.
I see how he got tied up.
So that sucks.
He wasn't a challenge at all.
Yeah.
Interesting. So our OG Predator looking Predator.
It would have been fun if the OG Predator won, but no, the OG Predator was.
Yeah, it's interesting that they
quickly. So.
I think they maybe thought that that's how we thought it was gonna go, and they were like, "No, he's captured for a reason."
Yeah, we got him here. We'll get him back.
So the Predator that Royce set free ends up dying.
Yeah, chopped off.
Royce doesn't make it to the ship; it gets blown up. But he does come back to get Isabel and Edwin. He obviously puts 2 and 2 together when he gets there, and he actually used Edwin as bait to get the last remaining Predator to show up. There's a Predator versus Royce fight. Isabel's kind of helping along the way as she's, coming back to her senses, and Royce kills the Predator. Well, do they both kill him? Or no, he chops his head off.
Yeah.
He chops the Predator's head off. So for a moment in time, they are free.
Yeah.
Momentarily. Because the next thing we see is them the next day, and they are still stuck on this planet.
Yeah.
Right? Because the ship blew up. And they see more people and predators.
So they're the new Lawrence Fishburne.
Getting dropped from the sky. And they're like, we need to find, let's go find a way to get off this planet. And the movie goes on.
Yeah.
So the end of the movie is them not actually making it off the planet.
Yeah.
One of my thoughts was, I wonder if they actually make it off.
Which, I mean, I guess if, like you said, if the killers show that even if they win, they end up here anyway, so.
Yeah. Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
So hopefully they get fed. But yeah, so Royce and Isabel make it to the end, but they do not make it off the planet. They are basically the new Nolans.
Yeah, essentially.
And that's it. So it would have been cool if this movie got a sequel to see what happened to them.
Yeah.
But there wasn't.
There's a sequel comic, I believe.
Okay.
But no, nothing that went to film or television.
Okay, Adrian Brody back in the day said he would have been interested in doing a sequel. I don't know how he feels about that now. And now we're in like a whole new era of Predator films, so I don't even know where this would even fit. But I'm okay with the ending. It's kind of like an ending that open-ended ending because it's almost a cliffhanger a little bit because you're like, you don't know what happens to the characters. I'm assuming they didn't make it.
I mean, it would have been unlikely had they gotten off of the planet and went back home.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I don't even know where they were.
They're literally the new Nolans until they can last.
Yeah.
Essentially. So RIP to them because I don't think they made it.
Yeah.
Hopefully they had peaceful deaths. We can hope. I
thought the choice to do the mud fight with Adrian Brody was a little interesting.
He wasn't totally covered either. I was like, you missed some spots.
Yeah, it was poorly done.
He missed the whole left side.
The whole reason they did that is because in the first Predator,
that's how they keep him from seeing you, right?
Yeah, there was a whole scene where Arnold was watching him and figured out that Arnold accidentally got covered in mud, and the Predator didn't notice him, and that's when he was like, "Oh, this hides it." They didn't really talk about that in this movie, but they did a scene where Lawrence Fishburne talked about his gear. And that would have made more sense for Adrian Brody to use his gear
instead of
it
the
hides
mud.
The heat signature. But then he just did the mud fight anyway. So I was like, it's weird.
You're right. And
Nobody
he wasn't totally
covered.
He wasn't covered from head to toe either. I mean, he was real splotchy. I was like, sir, that's not.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, this isn't effective. And it didn't you got to cake it on. You
right.
can't just put a thin layer of mud.
They was just trying to make Adrian Brody look sexy. And I'm like, he's supposed to be covered in mud.
Yeah.
Covered in mud, guys. You missed the point.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else about the ending?
Nope.
All right. Let's get to we probably gonna have the same one. Favorite line or scene?
So favorite scene that contains my favorite lines. Is
okay.
The Lawrence Fishburne sequence.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
His whole time on screen, my favorite.
Yeah. When Walter Gargan started touching his stuff, he said people are very particular about some of their stuff in here.
It's the way he said it. He was so convinced somebody else was there. And the rest of the characters are looking around like, he's lost it.
Yeah, it was good.
He's lost it.
Lawrence Fishburne was a standout. He was a great
He was my favorite of this
movie.
For sure.
Yeah.
There was also, I think the director said that he would have been interested in doing a prequel with just about Nolan's character, like what he experienced in them years.
Been there long enough, you got enough content.
That would have been pretty good as well.
Yeah.
I mean, now we can still do that, technically.
Make it a Killer of Killers.
A pre-Killers of Killers.
Yeah, maybe do a Killer of Killers. They should do that like a What If, but Killer of Killers.
Okay.
They should have the actors voice their characters.
Okay. That would work. That would work.
Nolan gets to interact with the other Predator
before
characters.
he loses it, and then after he loses it.
Yeah.
I want both. All right. Any random notes?
I had a couple.
Okay.
Barefoot, you out of your mind.
I was very confused about that.
My shoes on.
Yeah. So, who was that? What character was that?
I guess because Hanzo. I guess because dress shoes wouldn't have been good on the terrain, but I just would have been good.
It would have worked.
I would have my feet.
It's like the long walk when they shoes busted and they like walk without shoes. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna need my shoes.
We're on an alien planet. You don't know what the flora. If
he
the flora,
steps in like squishiness,
like with alien Earth. Timothy Oliphant said, "We don't know if the flora is fauna."
Right.
So, I'm not walking around barefoot.
And he steps in something.
Just because it looks like a plant doesn't mean it is.
It looks like good. It looks like tar.
Poo. Yeah.
Not out. I'm not doing that.
The "What if we are dead" scene was funny, and it made sense.
Yeah.
Because Mahershala Ali's like, "What if we're dead?" Because they're all talking about the last memory was being in combat or something. They saw a white light, and then
that's how they ended up here.
And then Adrian Bro's like, last time I checked, you need a parachute to get to hell. I thought that was like, okay, sure.
I'm glad he assumed they were all in hell.
Right. But yeah.
That's where most of them belong.
Probably belong here. But I thought the "What if we were dead" scene was funny. Because like, that's funny.
It is. Movies are like that.
Your mind would go there after a while.
I'd be like, I hope I am dead.
Everybody thinks the dead body that they find in the woods had a face hugger in it or a chest burster in it.
It looked like it had a chest burster.
No, it's the Predator gun. Blows holes through.
Yeah. It definitely has a hole.
Because when he shot and when he shot Oleg, he put his whole hand in him, and when he picked him
he did.
Up, yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And he shot him in the back, and he put his hand in him through the front. So.
You're right.
Gross.
All the way through. I'll say one random note I had is I'm surprised how long most of the cast lasted. So most of these people make it through most of the movie.
It took a while for them to thin out.
Yeah, the first Predator actually don't show up to like 40 minutes in.
Only 2 people died by the time they got to Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes.
It took a while for Danny Trejo to die.
It did.
The dogs didn't show up immediately. So
No. It's like maybe 30 minutes or so.
I was going to text you that like it's taken like it took a while. I was gonna text you earlier today. Like it took a while for them to actually start dying.
Yeah, I almost text you like it took a while for the Predators to show up. It was 42 minutes ish.
Because it was a lot of them being invisible, but you hearing them.
Yes, they're clicking,
growling or something,
click clacking or whatnot. But you don't actually see them until they get to the camp, which is like 40 minutes into the movie.
They did a homage scene with Mahershala Ali where he can see the Predator shimmer in a tree. They did this. They did the exact same scene.
And he says he didn't see anything
because he wasn't sure.
Right. Obviously,
They did the same thing in the first Predator, where one of the commanders could see it.
Okay.
But wasn't sure because it's invisible. They kind of just like a shimmer in front of a tree.
Okay.
But then they kind of just like, nah, I must be nuts.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Right. I ain't had no food or water in a long time.
Yeah. But he was looking dead at him because
he sure was.
We got the Predator vision. He was looking dead at him.
Exactly.
So he caught him.
So yeah, I was surprised that they didn't pick them off every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But most of them lasted almost to the end. So I thought that was interesting. And I think that's it for all my random notes. I got the rest of them as we were talking.
All right. I think we are ready for our ratings. You want to go first?
I'm going to give Predators I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think Lawrence Fishburne is a large part of that 4.
He did a lot of heavy lifting in this movie.
He ain't even in this movie that long.
Nope. He's like the Judy Greer of this movie.
He is. But his part was so unexpected and funny to me. And then I do like that they made it different, that the cast wasn't just picked off every 5 minutes. They actually stayed as a unit for most of the movie. And so when we did lose one, you would be like, oh, man, because, you had been with them for a little bit. So, yeah, I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4. It was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
It had a lot of action in it. None of the characters were dumb. I mean,
no,
they made a mistake in being unassuming about Eric Foreman, but
and touching stuff sometimes.
But you know what? They weren't dumb like characters in alien films are, and I love alien films, but those characters are constantly finding themselves on random planets and touching stuff.
Yeah, they not drinking water in a lab.
Right, they didn't know what to eat or drink on the planet, and they didn't. So,
nothing. Right, they didn't eat until Nolan showed up.
Yeah, so I like the fact that the characters weren't dumb.
Okay,
they didn't get themselves in dumb situations.
Okay,
they were good killers. They were good at what they did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it had the essential element of the predators ripping people apart. And I'm glad that they killed most of the predators.
They did. All the ones that we were introduced to in the movie got it.
They mostly died too, but they did take some predators out with them, so
yeah,
all of them died.
1 for 1, all for 1. Exactly. All right, so that is our review for Predators 2010.
Yeah.
Next up, we will be seeing Predators Badlands, which is set in the future. Yes, set in the future.
Yeah.
So they don't give us like a time period of the future.
I'm excited. I rewatched the trailer, and one thing that I noticed is it actually pretty much only stars like 2 humans. Dakota Fanning plays 2 robots, and then the second sequence where you see a different Elle Fanning, not Dakota Fanning.
I know you meant.
Where you see a second Elle Fanning show up with the army. Mm-hmm. If you go back and look, the army is made up of all the same guys. So those are also all synthetic. So there are no humans in this movie, which makes more sense when people are like, why is this PG-13? There are no humans in this movie.
So anybody who dies is just going to be goo.
Yeah, if you go back and look, I was like, wait, are they all the same person? It's like copy paste the same pose. They walk the same face. So they're all synthetics. Robots. Yeah. So they sent all synthetics to the planet.
Weyland-Yutani was like, we ain't sending no people this time. No people. Maybe ain't no people. Maybe it's just Yutani and that's it. Everybody else synthetic.
And it's getting good reviews. Somebody said that it had an early screening and it was like glowing. So,
okay. Yeah. Good. We have actually been to the movies in 2 weeks.
No. So it's going to be fun.
We itching.
Yeah.
We itching for our popcorn and our seats and our loud theater. So, yeah, as I mentioned, we've seen this in Dolby. So hopefully my ears will be hurting afterwards. Just like I like. So, thanks for listening. If you like our show, please share. You can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or on our website, vaguelynerdypodcast.com, where you can also leave us a voice message that we can play on the show. If you follow us on Threads, if you want to follow us on Threads, or IG, we are Vaguely Nerdy Podcast. And on Blue Sky and Twitter, we are Vaguely Nerdy Pod. If you want to send us an email, you can reach us at vaguelynerdypodcast@gmail.com. And if you happen to be listening to this on a podcast app, you can also watch our YouTube version. We have a little video that you can watch, and we are on YouTube at Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.